Hi everyone! So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for you on acting through song. So this isn't going to be focused so much on, the rhythm, the tone, the pitch. Those aren't really my main considerations today. I'm going to be thinking about how you can really bring across a character other than yourself. So the first thing we're going to focus on is question number 1, which is, where are you? So obviously where you're singing and the environment you're in is going to make a massive difference to the focus of your eye line. And it's going to make a massive difference to, does this feel more inwards or more outwards? Is this a big number where you're really trying to open up, or a smaller number where you're really trying to close in? Okay, so if we take The Hard Knock Life from Annie, so obviously this is a song of complaint. So you're singing to anyone who will listen, really. So it's aggressive, you're singing out to the audience, you want someone to help you. You don't really know who that person is, but you're looking right at them and you want them to listen. So there's a difference between, it's a hard knock life for us. If you're just staring vaguely out into the distance, you don't really know who you're talking to, you're not going to get that sense that it's aggressive. You want someone to listen to you. You want that feeling to come across. So you want to be looking right at your audience. Pick an audience member. It's a hard knock life for us. It's really, really got to come across there. And again, if you're thinking of something a little bit more inward, so if we take the beginning of Defying Gravity, it's really occurring to Elphaba for the first time that she feels different. So something has changed within me. Something is not the same. So when she's singing those 2 lines, that's really for herself. So something has changed within me. Something is not the same. She's not going to be singing that, although Glinda is in the room. That's really a feeling for herself. She's not going to be looking directly at Glinda and saying, something has changed within me, something is not the same. It's a bit too direct there. She's really got to have that sense that she's looking a little more in herself. Equally, if you're thinking of Ariel in Part of Your World, she's thinking about how she wants to go up high. So there's a lot of focus on that song, on thinking upwards, idealization. She's not thinking of where she is now, she's thinking of where she wants to be. So that doesn't always have to be Ariel directly upwards. So part of your world, some of it obviously is going to be like that, but a lot of it is to do with that her feeling is upwards. So sometimes her eye line might be upwards, maybe her posture, there's that sense of reaching. So I want to be where the people are. Even if she's not looking upwards, she's seeing upwards in her head, and that makes a massive, massive difference. So the way that that's coming across in comparison to, say, someone like Sebastian in Under the Sea, he's trying to get her essentially to keep her fins on the ground. So under the sea, you see those movements downwards, and that sense, it's not a sense of reaching, it's a sense of being in the present. So in the eye line, he needs to be really looking directly out at the audience, and then also sometimes directly at Ariel to really let her know, I want you to be here, I'm in the presence. So his focus really very much is going to be directly at the audience in some parts, directly at Ariel in others. Whereas in Part of Your World, she's really thinking about where she wants to be. So as each new thought occurs to her, you get the sense that behind the eyes, she's not really present where she is. She's looking out and trying to be somewhere else, really. So that's our first important question, is where are you? So my second really big tip, and I always give this advice to students, and I think it's really a click moment for some of them, is sing like it's the first time you've thought of it. It's really same advice I give for acting, really. It's really difficult when you've been doing something, singing a song for a million times, and you're the millionth person to sing that song, to really make it feel like it's a new thought. So if we take On My Own from Les Mis, On My Own has a danger of actually just becoming one phrase, like on my own. Even like on my own is its own complete thought, its own complete word. You have to remember, she hasn't thought this thought before. You need to see that go on behind the eyes. She has to think that thought, oh my goodness, I am all by myself. So on my own. See the difference? She's actually thinking that thought at the time. You've got to think that as if your character has never thought that before. So if we take, for example, another Wicked number, so I hope you're happy. So rather than I hope you're happy, see how there's nothing really there in the difference in my tone that suggests it's a new thought. That suggests I've been thinking about I hope you're happy. I know I'm going to sing I hope you're happy. That's been my plan for the last 8 weeks of rehearsal, to sing that line. It's got to be a shot. There's that big drum beat before then. I hope you're happy. See that little beat there? I hope you're happy. That's coming across as if actually I haven't thought of that line before. I'm thinking of it right now. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to say it. I'm going to look you straight in the face when I say that. So it's got to have that sense of newness.